So alternating current circuit, no? So alam na po natin yung alternating current is is one po na mga na the most common source po ng ating electricity. So yan po yung sinusupply ng ating distribution utility, no? So yan po yung pumapasok sa ating bahay. It is transmitted through the transmission line to the distribution line, no? Papasok po sa ating mga bahay, mga building, no? Okay, so we are now on session 4, no, which is AC circuits, no? So after this one, we'll go to motors, generators, and transformers, no? Which is our session 5, no? Next week. And also, when it comes po sa DC circuit, so I have already po posted yung ating mga materials, no? Yung PDF, yung recorded session, at yung test po, no? Yung mock test for DC circuit, no? I hope po pag-browse po kayo sa ating Google Classroom, no? Kaka na po noon, system maintenance lang po noon, so kaya hindi ko po masyadong na-access ng mga previous days, so kaya medyo naantala din po yung pagpo-post noon. Okay, so AC circuit, we have the AC fundamentals. So nakapag-discuss na ako ng konti dito last session natin, but I will discuss it again as a review, no? So AC stands for alternating current. So it is current that changes in magnitude and direction periodically, no? So ito po yung ating dalawang kailangan tandaan, no? So the magnitude and the period of our AC circuit. So it is described by this wave, no? So this is a sinusoidal wave po. Yan, so sinusoidal wave po to. So itong V sub M, no? Itong V sub M, that is the maximum peak voltage. So ito po yung maximum value ng ating AC wave. Itong T, this is the period, and we have here the angle sine theta, which is the angular position of our wave, no, relative to time. Then frequency, no? So AC circuit has a frequency, no? So the unit for frequency is hertz, no? Sa standard frequency po natin in the Philippines is 60 hertz, no? For DC circuit po or DC supply, wala po tayong frequency because the wave itself or our source is not changing, no? So constant po yung ating DC circuit, no? If you're going to graph the DC circuit po natin, no? So that is straight line, whereas sa ating AC is a sinusoidal wave. So the number of times na mag up and down po yan, so yan po yung tatawag natin na frequency. Okay, then the period, so the number of time or the time required for one cycle to complete, no? So itong cycle, we see one cycle, we have the itong positive at negative. So itong dalawa na to, so they are a cycle, no? So if ilang minutes siya, kunyari 3 seconds or 3 minutes, so that is the period to complete one cycle, no? So period also is the reciprocal of frequency, no? So example sa atin 60 hertz, so 1 over 60, so that will be 0.0167 seconds or 16.67 seconds. Then the angular frequency, so that is the frequency of our AC wave, no, relative to our frequency. So it is given by 2 pi f, no, when your f is the frequency. So gagawin lang natin yung frequency natin, i-multiply natin sa 2 pi, and we will get our angular frequency. Okay. Then we have effective values or RMS. So RMS stands for root mean square, no? Note lang natin dito, RMS. So this is root mean square. So ang ibig sabihin po ng root mean square, yan po yung equivalent DC value ng ating AC wave, which could produce no, the same heating effect, no? Same po ang kanyang heating, no? If for example we use this value of an AC wave, no, same po ang kanyang mapoproduce na heat if that is a DC supply, no? So to get po the root mean square voltage of our AC wave, so ito po yung formula. So constant po yung 0.07. V sub M. Your V sub M po is the peak voltage, no? Okay. Then if current po, no? So ito na po yung formula. Your I sub M is the peak current. Okay. Okay. So there are also instances na if in case po hirap i-memorize yung 0.07, so you could get the RMS value by the formula V sub M or the peak voltage, you divide that one by the square root of 2. Yung square root of 2 po, no, kapag i-divide po natin yan sa 1, ito po yung magiging value. For IRMS naman po, so this is I sub M over square root of 2. Okay? No? So, pwede po ito na formula, pwede din po ito. No? Whichever po is yung madali nyo pong maalala. Okay. So, we have this question. No? The peak voltage of a sine wave is 170 volts. So, its RMS value is blank. So, we have the choices 70, 120, 85, and 170. Okay. So, we have this now, the figure. No? Okay. So, ito po yung figure natin. So 170 po yung ating peak voltage, no? So ang hinahanap po dito is the RMS value, no? Okay? So we have the given, no? So given po tayo ng peak voltage na 170. So we are required to find the root mean squared voltage of the wave, which is the peak value is 170 volts. Okay? So with the formula, no? Dito lang sa po is VP. We could also represent the peak voltage as VP, no? Yung V sub M kasi that is usually for maximum voltage, but nonetheless, the same po yung VP at VM when it comes to the value of a sine wave, okay? So the formula is VRMS is equals to VP over square root of 2. So we substitute that one, so 170, 170 volts divide square root of 2. Okay, so we have 170 volts divide 1.414. Ito po yung value ng square root, no? Then you have 120.23 volts. So we could run up that one approximately equal to 120 volts, no? Which is letter C. No? So tama po yung nag-answer po sa ating chat. Okay, next, phasor relationship. No? So phasor are the representation po of sinusoidal quantities, both magnitude po at kailang direction or the phase. So if you resistive, no? So pareho po yung ating current at voltage. No? Same po ang kanilang line. So their angle between them is 0 and their power factor is unity. If pure inductive po, no? So their angle between them is positive 90, no? So meaning your power factor is 0 and your voltage or your current, no, lags 90 degrees, no, with respect to your voltage. Kapag purely capacitance po, no, capacitance, your current leads by 90 degrees, no? So kaya negative 90 ang kanyang angle. Still, the power factor is 0. Pero leading po yung ating angle. Okay, so ito, tapos na to, no, kanina, no? Ito lang po yung ating idadagdag. The peak-to-peak voltage is equal to twice the maximum voltage or twice the VP. Okay? So we have here, no, the period of a 60 Hertz waveform is blank, no? So the choices 8.33 millisecond, 2.00 millisecond, 16.67 millisecond, or 60 millisecond. So ito po yung ating wave, no, which is a 60 Hertz waveform. So given, so the frequency is 60 Hertz. So the formula for period is T is equals to 1 over F, no? Then we have 1 over 60 for our frequency. So that is equal to 0.001666. Okay, so we multiply that 1 by 1,000 para po maging millisecond kasi millisecond po yung ating mga choices. So we could end up with 16.67 millisecond, no? Which is letter B. Okay. So the angular frequency of a 60 Hertz source is blank, no? So to given yung ating frequency, so have 2 pi times 60 hertz. So 2 pi times 3.1416 times 60, that is 376.992 rads per second, or we could round that one up to 377 rads per second, which is letter B. Okay. Then we have the types of power factor. So power factor is the cosine of the phase angle between the voltage and the current. So sabihin, no, yung ating power factor, so that is equal to the cosine, no? So ito cosine of the angle. So cosine theta, no? Wherein your cosine theta or your theta is the angle, no, between your voltage and your current. Okay? So if you have lagging power factor, if that is a lagging power factor, that is a purely inductive load. So your current is behind your voltage. So naglag po siya, no, sa ating voltage. The phase angle is positive. So the waveform for the current is delayed compared to the voltage. And the common load to have a lagging power factor is our motors, transformers, fluorescent lamps, or chokes, or solenoids. If we say unity power factor, that is a purely resistive load. So magkapareho po yung kanyang current at voltage, the same po ang kanilang line. So the phase angle is 0. So the current and voltage reach the same time, no? Same po kailang peak. The same time po na magma-maximum value sila at same po ang kanilang zero value, no? Same po ang kanilang number of seconds. And these are commonly for resistive load, no? Heaters, incandescent lamps, and electric stoves. The leading power factor, that is a capacitive load, no? So the current leads the voltage, no? The phase angle is a negative, no? The current is advanced compared po sa voltage na waveform. Then it is common, no? The common load for this one is capacitor banks, capacitors, electronic ballast, no? At may isa pa po dito, no, na usually po lumalabas sa board exam, no? Synchronous motors, no? So ang iniiwasan po natin sa ating electrical system is to have a very low lagging power factor. So meaning masyadong mababa. So in order to correct that one, so we will try to put a leading power factor. So gagawin po natin is we will add capacitor banks or capacitor or synchronous motor para po tumaas yung ating power factor. Okay, so we have here the power factor triangle. Okay, so P is our real power, Q is the reactive power, S is the apparent power, and phi is the phase angle. No, so the real power is in kilowatts. No, so we could have that also in watts po. Okay, then reactive power po is in kVAR, apparent is kVA, and your phase angle, no, this is in degrees, no. Your power factor po naman is a unit less, no. Meaning yung power factor po natin wala po yang unit, no. Unitless quantity. Okay. So this is the formula po for power factor. So the formula for power factor is real power divided by the apparent power, no. So PF is equals to 1, unity, power factor tawag dyan. If PF is less than 1, lagging power factor, so that is an inductive load. If PF is somewhat greater than 1, so that is a leading power factor or a capacitive load. So effects of low power factor, no? So ito po yung mangyayari kapag low po yung ating power factor. So higher line current for the same kilowatt na rating. So mas madami po yung ating losses due to heat loss, no? Itong I squared R, that is heat loss po ng ating conductor. Okay? Lower system efficiency, larger conductor size required, no, to compensate the higher line current. And also, kapag masyadong mababa, meron pa tayong possibilities for penalty galing po sa ating mga supplier ng kuryente. Okay, so to improve the lagging power factor, so we will use capacitor banks in which we are going to connect that one in parallel po sa ating inductive load. Okay. So we have now this example, no? So a single phase motor draws 15 amperes from a 230 volt supply. The wattmeter reads 200 2,760 watts. So we need to determine the power factor. Okay, so we have now this equivalent po no, na ano, circuit diagram. So the supply is 230 volts. So it draws 15 amperes. So we have here a single phase motor. No? So we connected a wattmeter in which the reading is 2,760 watts. So given, so the current is 15 amperes. The voltage is 230 volts. So the power, no, which is read by our wattmeter is 2,760 watts. So we are looking for the power factor. The formula is power factor is equals to the real power divided by the apparent power. So we need first to get the apparent power, which is just voltage times the current. So if you remember po sa DC, ito po yung formula for the real power or the power in watts. But for AC, so this is now the formula for the apparent power or the kVA and or the volt ampere. Okay, so substituting that one, we have 230 volts times 15. So we have 3,450. So i-substitute po natin ulit to sa formula na ito, no? Okay, so we have 2,760, which is the real power no, na nakuha ng ating wattmeter divided by the apparent power, 3,450. So we'll end up with the power factor of 0.8. No? So wala pong unit kasi unitless po ang power factor. Okay? So another example, an industrial load consumes 4.5 kilowatt from a 250 volt supply and draws 25 amperes. So we need to find the power factor. No? So if you could solve po, no? So you could also solve this one and you just put your answer po no, sa ating chat box. Okay? So the given, we have the given real power is 4.5 kilowatts. So we need to make this one in wattage, no? So that will be 4,500 watts. So the given voltage is 250 volts, the current is 25 amperes. So same po yung formula kanina. Of course, we need to find po our apparent power kasi hindi po siya nakikita sa ating given. So that is voltage times the current. So 25 volts times 250 volts times 25 amperes, that will be 6,250. So using again the formula for power factor, we have 4,500 over 6,250. So the power factor is 0.72. No? Okay, so tama po yung nag-post po ng kanilang answer sa ating chat box. Okay, now we go to this reactance impedance. So this is one of pinaka-common po to sa mga lumalabas po sa board exam if in case po meron po mga problem solving no sa board exam no, and when it comes po sa TOS, I would like to thank po one of your classmate no si Master Gilbert no for sharing po the TOS no for the board exam no. So I am also still no tawag doon analyzing the table of specifications no kung ilang numbers po yun or ilang questions po yung nakalagay sa application no kasi if the number of items is application po no nandun po yung may mga application po per topic, ibig sabihin that will be either a situational question or a problem solving question no kasi ibig sabihin po no is you're going to apply po the concept no. So maybe next week I will be able to determine no ilang problem solving po ang maaring lumabas per topic or sa buong 50 items no. So kasama na po yun yung sa technical subject at Philippine Electrical Code. Of course we could design then our review no to fit po the the 2S no, but so far yung lahat po mga topic nandun po is pagdadaanan po natin po sa ating review. Okay, so we'll now continue with reactance and impedance. Okay, so inductive reactance. So inductive reactance is the opposition, no? Katulad po ng resistance, but it is offered by an inductor in an AC load, no? So the formula is this one, X sub L is equal to 2 pi FL. So ito pong XL, ito po yung inductive reactance. Yung 2 pi po is constant. Yung F is the frequency. And yung L po nyo is the inductance. So ang unit po ng ating inductance is in Henry. Habang yung unit po nating frequency is in Hertz, no? So if the frequency increases po, our inductive reactance will also increase. Okay, so we have this, a 0.2 Henry coil is connected to a 60 Hertz supply. So we need to find the XL, no, or the inductive reactance. So we have the choices here. So let's solve this one po, no? Okay, so we have the given. So our L po, or the inductance, is 0.2 Henry. The frequency is 60 Hertz. Okay, then we are looking for the inductive reactance. So XL po is equal to 2 pi FL. So we have 2 pi times 60, no? Times our inductance of 0.2 Henry, no? So using our calculator for this one, so tignan ko muna kung nandito pa ba yung calculator ko, no? So that is 60 2 pi times 60 times 0.2. So this is equal to yan, no, 75.4 ohms. No, siguro hindi ko po na-share yung calcu ko, no? But that is equal to 75.4 ohms, no, which is letter B on the choices. Then we have the capacitive reactance, no, the opposition offered by a capacitor. So opposition to the flow of current. So the formula is XC is equal to Y over 2 pi FC. No? So same po, yung F is the frequency. Yung C po natin dito is the capacitance. No? So the unit for the capacitance is farad. No? So ang symbol po niyan is F. Okay. So important to note, no, that if the frequency of the system increases, our capacitive reactance will decrease. Okay. So capacitive reactance is, dito po yung tamang sagot. So the correct answer for this one is the capacitive reactance po is inversely proportional to the frequency. No, bakit? No? So if we're going to go back to our important note, so kapag tumaas yung frequency, bababa yung capacitive reactance. So kaya inversely proportional sila, no, reverse, no. If the other quantity exceeds, the other one will decrease, no. Okay. Then we have impedance. So impedance is the total opposition to the AC system or the AC current, no. So we have the formula. So the Z po, ito po yung impedance nyo, no, impedance. Okay, so your R is your resistance, no? And we know that XL and XC are the inductive and capacitive reactance. So you have square root of R squared plus XL minus X sub C squared. So the unit for your impedance is ohms. Okay, so we have this one. So a circuit has a resistance of 8 ohms and an inductive reactance of 6 ohms, no? 8 ohms po yung resistance. So find the impedance, no? Solution. Okay, so your R is 8 ohms. Your X sub L is 6 ohms, no? So you need to find the Z or the impedance. So Z is equal to square root of R squared plus XL minus XC squared, no? Square root of 8 squared plus 6 squared. So wala pong given, hindi pa wala squared to. Lang. Excited masyado yung sa squared. Okay. So minus, so wala po tayong capacitive reactance, so 0 po yan. Squared, no? Okay, so our Z is equal to square root of 8 squared plus 6 squared, no? So Z is equal to, so using po our calculator, Okay. Siguro need ko na pong ipakita yung calculator ko dito. Okay. So we have, change ko muna yung screen. Okay. Okay, so we have square root of 8 squared plus 6 squared, no? Okay, and this is equal to 10, no? 10 ohms. Okay, so the correct answer po is 10 ohms. Okay, so 10 ohms, no, which is letter B. Okay. Okay, next we go to resonance and AC power. Okay, so resonance occurs when the inductive reactance, no, is equal to the capacitive reactance. So equal po sila, no? So when it comes to the total impedance po, no? So at resonance, so yung current po natin is maximum, no, because our impedance is minimum. So yung impedance natin po is just equal to the resistance itself, no? So going back po sa formula ng impedance, this is equal to R squared plus XL minus XC squared. No? If equal po to sila, magsi-zero po yan. So that's why our impedance po is just equal to our resistance. Then the power factor is unity kasi we have a purely resistive load and the phase angle is 0. So ito po yung mga condition at resonance. Okay, so for resonant frequency, so that is equal to the 1 over 2 pi squared of LC. So this is the frequency in which uh, resonance will occur, no? So ito po, mahalaga din po ito na formula. Okay, then we have true power, no? So true power po sa AC circuit is given with this formula, no? So V times I times cosine theta, no? Or also we could have that one as V times I times the power factor. Yan. Kasi yung cosine theta po, equal lang po yan sa power factor. So the unit for true power or real power is watts. Okay, no? So for reactive power, so this is equal to V times I times sine theta, no? Yung sine theta po, ang tawag po dyan is the reactive power factor, no? Yan. So the unit for that one is in var or volt ampere, no? Meaning po ng var is volt ampere reactive. Okay. Then we have apparent power. So ito kanina nagamit na dito sa ating pagsosolve. So ito po yung power, no, of the system, no? So for example, our system is 300 kVA. So ibig sabihin po niyan, yan po ganyang apparent power. That is just equal to voltage times the current, no? So the unit is VA. So VA is volt ampere. Yan. Okay. So we have this one, no? So a load draws 10 amperes from a 240 volt source at 0.8 power factor. So we need to find the real power, no? So for the formula, okay. So solution, Okay, so we know that power is just equal to V times I cosine theta, no? Or itong cosine theta, no, this is just the power factor. Okay, so we have the voltage is 240 volts times 10 amperes, okay, times 0.8, which is the power factor. Okay, so using our calculator po, we have, check lang ilagay yan. So we have 240 times 10 times 0.8. Is equal to 1,920. So we have 1,920 watts, no, which is letter B. So again po, correct po yung nag-post po ng kanyang answer sa ating chat box. Okay, next, we have power factor correction is completely accomplished by using, no? So ginagamit po natin is capacitor. Okay? Then we have three-phase system, no? So three-phase system are system, no, in which we have three sources of voltage, no, in one equipment, no. So ibig sabihin, so may yung line 1, line 3, all are terminating or coming from the transformer, no. So kaya ito three-phase systems. Okay, so three-phase system, no, three equal voltages, no, which have the same frequency, same magnitude, and they are 120 degrees apart. No, ito po yung kanyang main characteristics. No, the advantage is we could have constant power, smaller conductor size compared po sa single phase, no, yung live at neutral lang po, no. Okay, no. Then better po ang kanyang efficiency at better po ang motor operation, no? Okay? Then we have the Y connection, no? So we could have our system, no, three-phase system connected as Y. So the characteristic of Y is we have a neutral available and common to distribution system. No? Itsura po ng Y is ganito po, no? So ano yun? Mamaya. Then delta connection. So delta connection has no neutral. They are usually used for motors. So ito po yung Y natin, no? Y connected system, no? So ito po yung ating connection, no? So they are connected Y, no? Naka-connected Y. The other term for Y po is star, no? Star connected system. Yan. Okay. So for Y connected system, we have we have two different values po, no? So we have the so-called line current, no, ito, IL, and the phase current. So that is for the current. For the voltage naman po natin tinatawag na line voltage, and we have also the phase voltage. For Y, so the line voltage is equal to square root of 3 of our phase voltage, no? And the line line current and the phase current are just equal. So yan po yung sa Y, no? So mahalaga po to na na maalala po natin, no? Line voltage is equal to square root of 3 of the phase voltage, and line current is equals to phase current when it comes po to Y connected system, no? For delta connected system, so ito po, no, naka-triangle po ang connection nila. So the line voltage is equal to the phase voltage, habang yung line current natin is equal to square root of 3 of the phase current. Okay? So power in a three-phase circuit, so ito po yung formula, no? So if you are using po all phase values or phase voltages and phase current, so 3 lang po yung ating i-square or i-times. Kapag line voltages po, may square root of 3. No, ito po, same lang po to na equation when it comes po to single phase, no? So same po sa apparent power as sa reactive power at sa apparent power. Okay. Then, if you are going to calculate the approximate neutral current in a three-phase wire system, no? For example, if that system is unbalanced, no? So the neutral current is equal to the line current I1 plus I1 squared plus I2 squared plus I3 squared. Then it is subtracted with their pair, no? I1, I2 minus I2, I3 minus I3 times I1. Ang sagot po ay ating square, no? We could now get our neutral current. Okay? So, of this question, no, how much current will a 3048.32 watt load take on a three-phase 440 volt circuit when it operates at 80% power factor? No? So we have our solution. Okay. So in case po na hindi sinabi if the value is phase or line current, so it is assumed that that is line values, no? So itong 440 natin, that will be line voltage, no? 440 volts. So we have power, which is 3048.32. Our power factor is 0.8, no? Yung ating 80% gagawin pa natin yan ng decimal. No? So, ang gagawin natin just with us divide that 1 by 100 no po para maging decimal. Okay. So, we know that the formula for power is equal to square root of 3 no? VL IL times PF. No? So, we have square root of 3 times 440. No? But for this one po, ang susolve po natin pala is the line current. No? So, ang gagawin na lang po natin is i-derive mo natin yung formula to be used. Okay. So, ilipat natin lahat ng square root of 3, VL at PF sa kabila. No? So, we will have P. So, ito lahat kasi isa ka multiply. Paglipat sa kabila, magiging over yan. No? Or divide. So, square root of 3, VL times the PF. No? So, substituting the given now, we have 3048.32 watts over square root of 3 times 440 times 0.8. Okay, so using our calculator, so we have 3048.32 divide square root of 3, okay, times 440 times 0.8. So it's equal to 4.99. No? So IL is 4.99 amperes, no, which is letter B. Okay. Then we have find the neutral current of four-wire system whose current are as follows. No? So I1 is 90, I2 is 40, and I3 is equal to 30. No? For this four-wire system, alam po natin na unbalanced po kasi hindi po magkapaliho ang kanyang current. In case po if that is a balanced system, no? For balanced system, so ibig sabihin equal po ang kanyang voltages at current, no? So the I sub n or the neutral current is just 0. So don't need to solve, no? Okay. So for this one, so we need to find po the neutral current kasi hindi po siya balance. So we have I1 is 90, I2 40, no? Amperes po lahat yan, and I3 is 30 amperes. So the formula I sub n is equal to square root of, so we have I1 squared plus I2 squared plus I3 squared minus I1, I2, minus I2, I3, minus I3, I4. Okay, so substituting, we have I sub n is equal to, so I1 is 90, so 90 squared plus I2 is 40 squared plus 30 squared minus, so I1 times I2, so 90 times 40, then minus I2 times I3, 40 times 30, minus I3 times I1, 30 times 90. So hindi pala to I4 but I1. Okay? So using our calculator, so input na po natin yan lahat sa ating calculator. So we have 90 squared plus 40 squared plus 30 squared minus 90 times 40 minus 40 times 30, then minus 30 times 90. Then we press equals, no? So kapag naging ganito po, no, you want to have this one as decimal, so just click this one. So that is 55.67 or 68. So I sub n is equal to 55.68 amperes. Okay? So yan po ang kanyang tamang sagot. Okay? So let's have po some practice tests, no? So I encourage you po to participate, no? If you alam po yung sagot, so you could just put, no, the letter of your answer, no, on our chat box. Okay? So we have the capacitance. What capacitance must be placed in series with a 0.0 Henry, so that at 100 Hertz, the impedance becomes equal to the ohmic resistance. No? For this one po is, ang tinatanong po dito is the, ano po yung value ng capacitor to have a, to have an resonance, no? Okay? So siguro we'll put sa timer here po dito, no? Napin ko muna yung clock, no? So 2 minutes po, no, to answer. So you could put po your answer on our chat box. Wala yung wala yung question ha. Yan. Okay, 1 minute na lang po. Okay, so let's answer for this question. Solution. So, the formula po natin gagamitin dito is for the resonant frequency. No? So pati yung given, we have 0.05 Henry, that is for the inductance, and the resonant frequency is 100 Hertz. No? So the formula for resonant frequency is Fr is equals to 1 over 2 pi square root of LC. No? Inahanap po natin is the C. So gagawin po na natin is ilipat po muna natin tong ating LC dito, yung FR naman po dito. So we have square root of LC is equal to 1 over 2 pi FR. Then, square po natin both sides. So we have LC is equals to 1 over 2 pi FR squared. So, inahanap natin is yung capacitance. So, ilipat natin yung inductance dito. So, we'll end up with C is equals to 1 over 2 pi FR squared times L. Yan. So, ito po yung formula. If yung hinahanap po natin is the capacitance, no? Kung naka-resonance po yung dalawa, no? So, we have 1 over 2 pi. Ang frequency po natin is 100, no? So, squared po yan times the inductance which is 0.05 Henry. Okay? So, that is 1 over 2. So, i-parenthesis muna natin. 2 shift pi times 100 squared times 0.05. This is equal to, so 5.06, no? I-ing po natin, so that is 50.66, no? So 50.66, so times 10 to the power, times 10 to the power of negative 6. So this is microfarad, which is letter B, letter A. Okay? Next po, na question, no? So I hope po may makakuha po sa next na question natin. Okay, find the reactance of a 3 millihenry inductor at 60 Hertz. Okay. Again po, no? 2 minutes po to answer. So just put po your answer in our chat box. Okay, so let's answer po. Solution. Okay, so our given, the inductance is 3 millihenry. So milli po, that is 3 times 10 to the power of negative 3 Henry. The frequency is 60 Hertz. So we have the inductive reactance is equal to 2 pi FL. So we have 2 pi times 60 Hertz times, so that is 3 times 10 to the power of negative 3 Henry for the inductance. Okay. So we have 2 shift pi times 60 times 3 times 10 to the power of negative 3. Okay. So this is equal to, so 1.13. No? So we have 1.13 ohms. So pinakamalapit po is letter C. Okay? No? So yung pong naglagay ng kanilang sagot sa ating chat box, no? So tama po ang inyong mga sagot. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. A capacitor is operated at 60 Hz whose capacitance is 20 microfarad. So what will be the equivalent reactance? So hinahanap po dito is the capacitive reactance. Okay? No? So try to solve this one for 2 minutes po. One minute po to go. Okay, so let's try to answer this po. So we have the given, our frequency is 60 Hertz, and our capacitance is 20 microfarad or 20 times 10 to the power of negative 6, no? Farad. Okay, so we have formula, no? Hinahanap natin is the capacitive reactance. So XC is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC. No? Substitute po natin to. We have 1 over 2 pi times 60 Hertz times 3 times 10 to the power of negative 6 Farad. Okay. So using our calculator. So we have 1 over 2 shift pi times 60 times 3 times 10 to the power of, ay, wala yung 3 times 10 to the power of negative 6. Okay? So this is equal to, so that is 2 pi fc. Hindi pala 3 ba 20? Bakit 3? Ano ba yan? This is 20. Yan. So we have 1.32.63. So 132.63 ohms, no? Pinakamalapit po is letter A, no? So tama po yung naglagay po ng kanilang sagot po, no, sa ating chat box. Okay, next. A balanced three-phase motor draws 30 amperes at 230 volts and operates at 0.8 power factor. So we need to find the power input in the motor. Okay, so this is AC power po na three-phase. So for this question, again po, 2 minutes to answer. Okay, so let's try to solve po. Solution. So the given, meron po tayong current of 30 amperes, power voltage, no, of 230 volts, and power factor of 0.8. Okay, so hinahanap po is the real power. No? So three-phase system po yan. The formula is square root of 3 V times I times the power factor. So we have, so P is equal to square root of 3. So voltage po natin is 30 amperes. Then our voltage, no, current pala to. So this is our current is, our voltage is 230 volts. Current is 30 amperes. Yung ating power factor is 0.8. Okay. So using our calculator, yun, nakaharang sa screen. So square root of 3 times square root of 3 times 230 times 30 times 0.8, no? Okay. So equals, so 9,560, no? Yan. So 9,560, but the given is kilowatts, no? So, gagawin po natin is to divide this one by 1,000. No? So that is equal to 9.56. Okay, so we have 9.56 kilowatts, no? So ito siya is i-divide po ng 1,000, no? Yan, so tingnan niyo po kung three-phase, no, yung ating given. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, no? Try ko po if we could, ano, base po dito yung ano natin. Hindi pala siya pwede, no? Okay, so letter C po yung correct answer. Next problem. Okay, so in a pure inductive AC circuit, the current is black. So purely inductive circuit. Natin po sa tingin ang tamang sagot. It is, naka-lead ba siya? Lags is in phase with the voltage or lags voltage by 45 degrees. Okay, so the correct answer po is letter purely inductive AC circuit, no? So the current, no, inductive po siya, so that is lag. Lead po tayo if this is capacitive, purely capacitive. In phase po tayo if this is purely resistive. Okay, so kaya tamang sagot po natin is lags by 90 degrees. Okay? Next. Okay, so resonance in series RLC, meaning RLC po is resistance, inductance, capacitance. Circuit occurs when. So kailan na po nagkakaroon ng resonance? Okay, so the correct answer po is resonance only happen when your capacitive um, capacitive reactance is equal. So ito po, letter C. Okay? Next question. So we have a load draws 15 amperes from a 230 volt source at a power factor of 0.8. So we need to determine the true power factor. So hanapin po natin yung totoong power factor. Okay, so 2 minutes for this one po. Okay, so let's solve po. Solution. So the given, our current is 15 amperes. Our voltage is 230 volts. And our power factor is 0.8. No? So hinahanap po dito is the power. So hindi po nakalagay kung ano ang kanyang phase. So that will be single phase, no, kapag hindi po nakalagay. Okay, so power factor. Okay, so we have the voltage is 230 volts, no? So the current is 15 amperes and the power factor is 0.8. Okay, so we have 230 times 15 times 0.8. No? So we need to have that one in our calculator. 230 times 15 times 0.8 is 2,760. 2,760 watts. Pero naka-kilowatts po. So let's divide that one by 1,000. So that is equal to 2.76 kilowatts, no? Which is letter A. Okay? Then we have this one. No? This will be our last question. A balanced three-phase motor draws 25 amperes from a 230 volt line and operates at a power factor of 0.8. So we need to determine the input power. Okay. Parang ano na yata to. Let's say ha, kung tapos na ba to kanina. Iba yung given, no? Iba ba? 30. Okay. Iba yung given. Okay. Kanina is 30 to 25. Okay, so let's solve this one for 2 minutes. So let's try to solve this one. Solution. Okay, so the given yung current natin is 25 amperes. The voltage is 230 volts. The power factor is equal to 0.8. No? So to solve for this one, the power, 3 phase yan, no? 0.3, square root of 3, V times I times the power factor. So we have square root of 3 times 230 volts times 25 amperes times 0.8. Okay? So our power is equal to square root of 3 times 230 times 25 times 8. Okay? So this is equal to, so 79,006, 79,000 to. 0.8 pala. Ano ba? 0.8 pala to. Okay. So 7,967, no? So 7,967 watts. So kinaka-kilowatts yung ating mga choices. So divided by 1,000. So we have 7,000.96 or 97, no? Kilowatts, no? Which is, the nearest answer is letter C. Okay? So don't forget po, no, kapag three-phase or single-phase po yung given. Okay, next. Okay, so that will be all pala, no, for this session, no? So that will be our last problem kanina, no? So that is the end of our session 4, all about AC circuit, no? So I hope po na may natutunan po kayo sa ating session ngayon. So if you have any question po, so we have still a few minutes to spare. If may tanong po kayo, if wala na po kayong tanong, you could also end the session, no? And call it a night. So thank you po, no, for joining our session 4 for this evening. Okay? So I will be also giving to you po the questions, no? The recorded session for this one, and also the PDF and also your mock test, no, for this session, no. Included na po doon yung mga concept questions, no. So during po the answering, no, pagkatapos po mag-answer, you could see also your score on the correct answer and also the explanation, no. Okay po, no problem po kapag nakuha ko na po yung recording nito from Google. So I'll just send po to you the recording at ipopost ko din po sa ating Google Classroom. Okay? So I believe, no, there are no questions. So i-ano ko muna yung nito, record nito. Okay?